Here to respond to all of this is Ryvchin from the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, the peak representative body of the Australian Jewish community. Thank you so much, Alex. First of all, what is your response?
Well, I think it's crazy. Exactly as you said, debating the finer points of the chants, whether it was F the Jews, gas the Jews, where's the Jews, in what sequence, and how many times each phrase was chanted is so immaterial. The issue here is that on October the 9th, at one of our most esteemed and vital sites, a symbol of Sydney to the world, you had a violent mob descend, gather, burn the Israeli flag, celebrate the atrocities of October 7, revel in mass rape, slaughter, beheading, abduction, and then chant these things to menace and threaten the Australian Jewish community. And there are plenty of people clearly in our society and in our political class that want to divert our attention from the real issue and focus on exactly what was said and exactly what the recordings attest to. That's really immaterial. There's a fundamental issue here of social cohesion, of extremism in our midst, and that's what we need to be talking about and confronting.
Even the chant, where's the Jews? Yeah. It's so intimidating. It's almost like hunting.
That's so true. And I mean, gas the Jews is clearly, a horrific thing to say because it immediately evokes the gas chambers. But where's the Jews is reminiscent of the Jew hunts that happened during the Holocaust as well, where Jews were hunted, were searched for, were pursued through forests and houses where they hid and in forest pits. And that's what this invokes here. I mean, this was a mob that was reveling in the slaughter of Jews, that was seeking out other Jews. It's a terrifying proposition. And the fact that people are debating this now and are trying to somehow say that they've been vindicated for chanting these things, it's clearly appalling.
I struggle because every time this happens, and since October 7, it happens daily, I wonder why I'm still surprised with the reaction or why it still makes me feel sick with the reaction. As you said, there are people saying this is a great day for justice. Are they serious?
One of the shocking things that has occurred since October 7 is how much inhumanity has been revealed in our society. How many people are willing to look at irrefutable evidence of mass rape, of torture, of horrific atrocities committed against women and children and civilians, which the attackers reveled in and recorded and are proud of and never tried to conceal. And yet people in our society want to talk about root causes, want to give context, and want to support them essentially and deny that those crimes ever occurred. It's horrific to think that there are people like that amongst us, but sadly there are.
Before I let you go, Alex, I've had so many messages from the Jewish community today, and they are very distressed, very upset by the way that today was handled and a lot of the reaction to it. What would you say to them at this time?
I would say be strong and be resilient. I know right now the community is hurting. This will only exacerbate it. I mean, in the months that passed since October 7, we have seen in this country a coordinated campaign to bully, to silence, to attack Jewish businesses, livelihoods, threats directed at families. It's a horrific situation at the moment. And I know many in the community are scared and anxious, but I want to tell you, you're not alone. We're with you. We will get through this and we will overcome.
Ryvchin, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Erin.